Hello, everybody. How are we? Welcome, 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 welcome. It's Monday again, isn't it? It's Monday. Comes around quicker every week. Hope you're well. Hope everything's good. Hope you've had a nice start to the week. Obviously, if you were here on Saturday streams, by the way, are starting to be class. Like, I'm genuinely loving Saturday streams at the minute. They are possibly my most fun streams because they shouldn't work. Like, there should be nobody in a stream on a Saturday night. The numbers are ridiculous. The chat is great. They've got proper Friday energy. But enough about Friday, enough about Saturday. Well, if you love Saturday so much, TJ, why don't you go marry Saturday? Do you know what? I love Monday streams as well. Mondays are good because Monday sets the expectation for the week and it allows us to know exactly what sort of mindset we're in, what sort of plans we're going to have to put together. It's a good starting point, right? And we're in pre-season. We've got the transfer window open. We did a bit of rebuilding with a tactic. We think we've made common sense stick somehow in the tactic. And I don't know whether that's something that I feel particularly comfortable with or not. But I've done it. I've done common sense. I've applied logic. And we've signed two incredible players for a start. That's the first thing. We signed two incredible players who are stupidly good. And I also think we've inadvertently fixed a position by moving somebody. And it might have worked. So let's have a look at it. That's what we've got. Season 3 planning is on the way. Season 3 might even start tonight. It might even start tonight. Who knows? Let's go and find out, shall we? Fraser, you are asking the question that does not need an answer, my friend. Where did we finish in the end? We finished 3 points above the relegation zone, which was not really what we were hoping for, if I'm being brutally honest. Yeah, that is not what was planned. 51 points wasn't like we were drawing a lot of games. And then we just went, let's lose all of our matches. That should probably work. And I realistically, not the plan I had in mind. But it turns out the players had other ideas. So that's what happened there. So we've had to go on a bit of a recruitment drive. We did actually achieve our objectives. You're right, Rougeau. The objective was do not get relegated, and we didn't. So we sure showed them. Yeah. We are, of course, now trying to get new players in. We've got 2 massive players, really, really good players have been brought in, who we quite like. And we'd have to balance the books a little bit, though. A couple of players are going to be a little bit too expensive for us. We are overspending on our budget now. So, yeah, there will be 1 or 2 players that move out. And that's fine. And we'll see what happens from there. Finn Geragushian. I'm guessing he's not going to come on loan. I'd prefer him to play with someone higher in the league. That's reasonable. He probably is better than what we could hope for. To be honest, what Tom Proctor again? Are they expecting the same for him? He's wanted by Watford, so I probably want him to play at a higher level. Aaron Gomez, we don't know anything about, really. Let's see, is there any of these younger players that we do know about? We've sent the scouts out to go and have a look to try and get some knowledge on players. Let's see where the... Can we put a thing for scouts recommendation possibly here? Don't know if we can we? No, we can't. We're just going to have to try and guess then as to who they've seen. Joseph Cowan, goalkeeper. They've had a look at him. Okay, they're saying he could be excellent. We've already got a goalkeeper, I think, to be honest. The wheels did fall off, and so did the steering wheel. Everything fell off. The whole thing collapsed. It was horrific. It was dreadful to watch. But it is what it is. Right, okay, and it's fine. We are where we are now, and we can move on. Yeah, we can move on. Llama is in. Llama, 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 llama. How are we, sir? Pleasure to see you. I should say, by the way, FM Llama, who is he's a cup winner in FM26. I saw him win a trophy in Norway today. This is we have FM royalty in our midst this evening. Darlington have offered me an open-top bus for the 1st of May. Got it booked. Have I gone too early? Not early enough. Not early enough, Llama. You didn't specify which year, did you? That's the thing. If it's for this year, can I get back to you? But if it's just in general, then yeah, it's probably fine. So welcome in, Llama. Welcome in, Llama. Pleasure to have you in, of course. As I say, great watching him win that this afternoon, and he went behind as well. That's what makes it even better. Joe Neld, jumping reach 15, 6'2", 19-year-old centre back. The scouts apparently say he's fine. Acceleration 10, positioning 14, vision 11 to 15, passing 12. Look at that. How are Team Jameson? Team Jameson are all good. All good, thank you, Llama. Cannot complain. Again, they're not wanting, right, Sunderland aren't wanting any of our players to come to us, which I think they obviously saw last season. And that's probably a fair assessment, really. Jaden Jones, he's out of contract. James Barker. Again, I mean, look, there's a left-footed striker there who doesn't look too shabby. 13 for finishing, 14 for acceleration. Lack of team ethic makes him like puts extra burden on him. He'd be second best striker to Joey Dawson, who we've just brought in, who they're not willing to let him go on loan at this moment in time. Poor James Barker. That's someone that we like the look of. Caleb Shakespeare. Maybe, possibly. You did your first shout today. It was emotional. Question was, Llama, did it yield the results that you hoped for? Harry Hunter. Not willing to let this player leave either. Right, okay, so having gone and looked at the Sunderland under-21s, they're not willing to let anybody go. Middlesbrough under-21s, this will be the thing. We'll get loads from Middlesbrough, surely. Chinonzo Brown, 6'7", 17 years old. Now, we don't know anything about him, but he's 6'7", he's 17. This is going to be fine. Absolutely fine. Jimmy J. Morgan, didn't we have him before? When we were in Greece? I think we did, didn't we? Are you not immersed? You should be. You should absolutely be immersed. Fully immersed now. In everything. In all matters. Best add them to the shortlist and put the loan interested on. That's a fair shout, Chaser, actually. That is a fair shout. That does make sense. Prince Achapom. 6'4", jumping reach of 14. Looks like he can play all over the back. Again, not willing to let him go. But I think we keep Prince on the shortlist there, definitely. Era Chris, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Braden Johnson, Finley Cartwright. Again, I mean, they've got some players that look like, on paper, they look like they should be interested, but as we know, by the time it gets down to us, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? Chris is on there with 10 months. Thank you, Chris. Very, very kind indeed. Zah was also in as well, by the way. Very, very good. Appreciate seeing you. Noriakan, is this guy good at FM? Good question. Good question. No, I think is probably the answer. So do with that what you will, to be honest. I don't think anybody would agree. I don't think anybody would say yes, he is. I think everyone in this chat would say, TJ, nah, not really. Not really. He's not very good. Dan's in on 52 months. There we go. Look at that. The hype train's on the go. Choo choo choo. We're away. Probably the best question we've ever had in the chat. It's fair and to the point. It's just straight in there, isn't it? Going, this guy any good? No, not at all. Not at all. At least he's honest. Well, exactly. I'm not going to lie to you like other YouTubers. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've not hit holiday once. I've not tried to hide anything from you. You get to see everything, warts and all. There's no tinkering with the editor in the background. But what you will have is you'll have fun. Have I checked out Liam Delap? Not for Darlington. No. I don't think he's going to be that. I don't think he's really going to be a one for us. I don't think. Circulating Luke Bell's name from Stalybridge. Now I've not seen this from a scout before. TJ does have 2 ovens. I don't know though. That's the thing. I only have 1 oven. I wanted 2. I only got 1. I had to slum it. You know what I mean? With 1 oven. Have I checked out the Brazil under 21s again? Noria, I love the idea, but in reality, the amount of Brazilian under 21s that are going to come to Darlington in the National League North, I don't think there's going to be that many, personally. I could be wrong, but I'm not particularly hopeful. Okay, Eli has suffered a significant setback in his attitude recently. I feel he's taken a step back as a result of off-field events and has shown a severe lack of ambition since then. What's happened? What's happened, Pelé? Why can't I give you a new contract? That's a question I need to know. Unambitious now. Oh, no. You want to attract on the under-21 Brazilians with that attitude? That's true, actually. It is quite defeatist, isn't it? I've literally gone with, well, we won't, and then in that case, I've actually manifested that, haven't I? I doubt Hendrick will come to Darlington. See? It's not just me thinking that, is it? Not my words, Lynn. The words of Top Gear magazine. Have you tried ignoring the under-21s of most nations? I've to be honest, I've ignored most people from everything. You won the Champions League with PSG, so you know how the game works. Would you know what, Noria? You do know how the game works. Yeah? Maybe I was a little bit too early to dismiss your advice. I should probably take a little bit more time here, shouldn't I? To focus on this. And we all head over to YouTube to find out. Right, let's have a look, shall we? Here's where we are. Right, here's where recruitment led us last time. Okay, we think we've fixed the formation, and I hate the fact it's a 4-2-3-1. Right, I hate it. It's disgusting. Right, it makes me physically sick. I had a bit of sick in my mouth when we did it, remember? But we figured by putting Virtue in as the box-to-box midfielder that Contral would technically sit in that inverted wing-back role, and he would drop in where Virtue gets forward, yeah? Because he's a midfielder himself, so he could just about do a job at right-back, given the fact that we're about to lose 2 right-backs in Myers-Smith, who wants a lot of money to stay and isn't really good enough for the money that he wants. And also Headley, who has been around a bit. He's been consistent and he is versatile, but also he's not really good enough to do that as well, to get the extra money that he wants. Oh, bless you all in there. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream on YouTube. Thank you, Llama. Thank you, Llama. Much appreciated. What we want, we want another centre-back. Desperately. At least one more centre-back. And if we can get a right midfielder that can mean that Ntambwe isn't playing a right midfield. That would also help. We're trying to get rid of Campbell, despite the fact I like Campbell. He's going to have to go. He's going to have to go. Which I'm a bit upset about, but he is going to have to go, isn't he, really? And then also, we want to get rid of Ben Brooks as well. He's also transfer listed. That'll help free up some wage capital as well, which should theoretically balance the books a little bit. And we reckon Will Smith's going to go also. So that's where we're at. How did the season end up? The season ended up very, very badly. The season ended very badly, Ash. We ended up with 3 points above the relegation zone. Yeah. So yeah, it ended up pretty poor, to be honest. King Liam, right? Where's my thing? Right, hang on. Right. I put this out earlier in the chat. Let me quickly pin this to the top. Okay. There we go. I'm going to pin that message before anyone starts. We have no idea how the chat is because it's only just come in. The update has only just happened today. Yeah. So we don't know. Yeah. York City feel a bit broken away ahead of everyone in the Vanarama. I'm completely thumping teams. Well, pretty much like in real life, to be honest, because they've got a lot of money compared to everybody else. Chris and Lama, I appreciate you helping over on YouTube there, by the way, there. It's a lot of fun. Pele has signed a new contract. Get in. That's good. He does have a new deal, although he's technically also out of contract. I don't understand this. Some of the wording in the new game is interesting, isn't it? Let's see what it is. Right, enter contract negotiations. Can we get him on an actual? He's only just signed a new deal. All right, must be a pay to play then, which is fair. Fine, in he goes. Right, several teams have made an offer for Lewis Lacey. I'm just gonna YouTube. I think you've got YouTube and stuff sorted, Chris and Lama. So yeah, you keep that chat going. Keep that chat going. I had no idea, but I just picked York because I like the kits. The kits are lovely, by the way. Got a couple of Hummel kits. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what you need to be be looking for. So I'd be straight on that as well. Yeah, no. I appreciate it. Lewis Lacey's gone off to FC United. So there you go. That's another one out the door. Which means if we look at our budgets, how's that helped us with wages? Not a lot. We're still £1,000 a week over, so we've obviously got to start clawing some of that back. Okay, which would be if Smith goes, if Campbell goes, and if Brooks goes. That's our £1,000 a week taken back over, right? So we're in that completely, and that'll be completely fine. So if we start to now look for some loan players, that's what we're going to be doing, because last year we bought a lot of players in, paid a lot of wages. Well, not a lot of wages, but we paid wages. And of course, that then starts to stack up, doesn't it? Yeah? So, yeah, so we're still obviously looking for those players in. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's add a new recruitment, focus, centre backs on loan, and right winger. Do you want a right winger in on loan? How much money do you have? Sorry for asking. We have nothing, Fraser. So we had £80,000 as our transfer budget, but we figured we would just whip that straight into wages and do it that way, you know, rather than like sort of spending loads and loads of cash. in transfers, and then having to try and find money for the wages as well. So Alfreton have come in now for Headley. The board have got 750 grand in the bank. How much have we got in the bank, actually? That's a good question. Let's work out where our where have they put money now? Where's finances gone? There it is. Right. All over the space. We got 600 grand in the bank. Yeah. So 600 grand. Yes, we'll bring some money back in by moving some wages out. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah. Even Goodger, how are you, pal? Good to see you. You got 10 grand a week. I mean, we've got 12. Yeah, we're currently spending 13, so have we got a nicer board than you? Interesting. How's life going, Goodger? Hope you're good. Very well. Glad to hear it. Is there a suggestion that I'm AI? Oh Jesus. Yeah, this dude's definitely a troll. Yeah. Feel free to boot them, to be honest. You know what I mean? Just get them gone. His hair looks AI. sorry, Twitch viewers, you can't see this. On the YouTube stuff has gone wild. There's a dude in at the minute who thinks I'm AI. And they're trying to offer advice because they've won the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain and they've not cheated on out. And they're a little bit concerned that I'm not trying to sign Brazilian wonder kids or take advice. So, well, bless Llama and Chris and Dan have gone over to be like, he knows what he's doing. Like, don't worry, he's not. They're like, oh yeah, but we think he's new. It's like, yeah, I give off that air. I give off that air of someone who doesn't know what they're doing and is new. But believe it or not, I've been playing this game a long time and I don't know what I'm doing. But that's half of my charm, isn't it? Yeah. It's part of my charm. I love it. It's like, well, if he doesn't want his advice, why is he fucking bothering? Don't make us tap the sign. He seems offended or jealous. Yeah, offended is the word. Certainly not jealous of someone who's won the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain. Almaz, welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Sorry, excuse me. Right. Alfie Bendel, apparently. Where's Alfie Bendel gone? From Tunbridge. Come off the shortlist. Let's keep him on the shortlist for now. He might end up all right. I don't know. We'll see. He wouldn't know good Brazilian wonder kid if he fell over it. That's a good point, actually, Llama. You're right. I wouldn't have a clue. Do you know what? I'm the sort of person that would think that Philip Coutinho was good. But I'm not. I'm not mid-table National North, actually, Noria. I am bottom 4. So, joke's on you. I mean, if I start with Paris Saint-Germain, I'd probably win the Champions League as well. So, because it's, easy. But it's all right. It's all good. We're covering. Always thought I looked a little bit AI. Sensor, now we know. Shh, everyone's onto us now. Yeah. I think it would be quite fun being AI. Actually, no, I don't think it'd be fun being AI. I'm a little bit concerned about AI, if I'm honest. I'm always nice to it just in case the robots do take over, but but I'm not one of those losers that's been like, oh, do you ever like sort of ask, do you ever like talk to AI and like ask it questions about like normal stuff and try and be its friend? I'm like, nah. That's like a proper level of loser, isn't it? Evening, Martin. How are you? Appreciate the follow, my friend. I always say thank you to Alexa. It's just polite. I get that. Politeness is fine. Absolutely, politeness is fine. But anything beyond that, I for one welcome our robot overlords. I do. Well, yes, I do, and I do. I do, and I don't. I like AI in a sense, right? I like it when it's for productivity and automation. I like that. Okay, but what I don't like AI for is that it makes people thicker and it makes them not think, and it's like it takes out creativity. Yeah. Oh, hey, this guy's played at FM since FM26. Sorry. Just so we all know, we are in the midst of a legend here. Right? So just we should all really bow down to some actual experience. Okay. So I do expect that you're welcome, but it never happens. It doesn't happen at all, does it? Doesn't the computer's too busy? The computer's just too busy being mean, isn't it? Storing it all up for like another day when Skynet takes over. Even by our standards, it's we're talking about Skynet and the takeover of computers very early on in the stream tonight, aren't we? Chris, that's a belter comment. One of these days she'll say you're welcome and scare the bejesus out of me. I agree. That would be terrifying, actually. If well, it's bad enough the idea of AI becoming self-aware. That's a bit scary. I don't like that. You know, robots walking, that's the thing. Fancy computers busy judging you. Fancy asking me that, you think, oh yeah. Do you know what? I reckon we're not too far away from Alexa doing that. I mean, look it up yourself. You know what I mean? Lazy bastard. Yeah. That's when we know that things have gone too far, when AI can't be bothered and just goes, you know what? Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Right. There we go. I'll just I've got rid of him now, I think. he was getting a bit boring, I think, when he. So we've let him go. Sorry, Twitch users. We've let that lad go. He was he's off to play on the roundabouts now. Yeah. One day people on Reddit will become self-aware. Doubtful car horse. That's the honestly. Reddit is where intelligence goes to die. It's just, honestly, Reddit. Oh. Imagine, like, do you know what? Like imagine, like, turning like the computer on one day and going, oh, do you know what? I'm going to go on Reddit and find out what people think. Like, imagine being that. Imagine being that. What's what I'm looking for? Imagine hating yourself that much. I think I'm going to go on Reddit and find out what's happening in the world. My word. What is Reddit actually for? What it is, Gudja, it's very good for getting anger in one place. So it just allows people to go into a corner of a room and just shout. And they all seem very happy about it. Yeah. Used to go on Squared Circle quite a lot for the wrestling. Reddit is the armpit. Redding's the behind the knee after a very, very busy and intense workout. The board are ready to discuss season expectations. This being an opportunity for you to negotiate your preference. Nope. These decisions will affect the transfer and wage budgets. The budgets provided are generous compared to our rivals. Are they really? Attempt to avoid relegation. Yes. Happy with that. Second qualifying round of the FA Cup. Happy with that. Let's just do that. I wonder or not whether Reddit is worse than Twitter. I don't know. It's difficult to work out that, isn't it? Twitter is miles worse. Yeah, I guess the thing with Reddit is you've got to take the time to get logged in and stuff and set it all up. So you've probably got to really invest in the idea of what nonsense you want to put out. Whereas with Twitter, it's just I'm just going to create something now, and I'm just going to say stupidity. Sack this off and manage PSG, yeah, but only sign Brazilian wonder kids. Right, these lads are going as well. Let's just set them all for release. Even poor Mahachi's going to have to go as well, I'm afraid, because he wasn't very good. We're going to move one of our staff up to assistant manager as well when we get a chance. So Jake Morris, he can now go back into the under 18s. Myers Smith, you know what? Let's set him for release. Okay. And the same with Headley as well. Okay. As much as they were fine, that's all they were. They were just fine. They weren't great, and they're certainly not going to justify the money that they're wanting in terms of wages. So they're going to go. And I do feel bad. But having seen what we did on Saturday with the recruitment, I think it's reasonable. It's a good time for them to go, isn't it? Because we are trying to do something slightly newer, I think. We think. Within 3 years, so bow to Grant's wisdom, I'm assuming Brazilian wonder kids wouldn't get work permits. I think they do, actually. I think they. Well, I'm not sure, but in the National League North, they definitely get work permits, I believe. We've been asked if we want to enter a team in the under 18s. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, totally. Fixtures are out. We start the season away to Oxford City. Headley's rejected Alfreton. Well, I mean, okay, but you're not going to have a team to play for now, so that's your problem, isn't it? Evening Pars, bro. We don't know about the patch. We don't know. It's up there. We have no idea. Have we signed Arda Gula yet? What's your favourite game of this weekend been? Favourite game this weekend? That's a good one, actually. Villa Arsenal. I think, was my favourite game of the weekend. That was a big result for Villa. Villa are going to win the league, aren't they? Sorry, Dan. But I have loved the memes going around of Rhea bashing the floor as if he's about to do an RKO straight after it, which is quite good. Evening, Alice. How are we? Welcome. Pleasure to have you in. If you're not following Alice, why the devil not? They are a wonderful human being. They are the host of the WFM Show podcast, and if you're not watching that, then you absolutely must go and do so, because a new episode came out today, so you definitely have to go and watch that. Check it out. Alice, Ank, and Katie doing fantastic work yet again with a game attached to the show also. And I mean, you might recognize someone who takes part of the game. I mean, I'm not in it, but like, you know, my answer is in it. So it's definitely worth watching, is all I'm gonna say. Yeah. That's what I would suggest. I genuinely love the WFM show. Like I love it. I think it's such a great piece of content. It's a great show. They all just get on so well. Like it's just great. The balance is there. The humor's there. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I featured a lot of today's episode. I've only watched the first 20 minutes, I think, and then I had to go and get youngest Jameson to go and take him to football. So it will be on in the background tomorrow. I'll be watching it tomorrow fully. Probably while I'm watching youngest Jameson's school choir, actually. Probably watch that instead. Katie wasn't as drunk as before. Not as drunk as before, yeah. Still quite drunk, but not as drunk. There's a fair amount of right midfielders here. Harry Dawson looks like he might have a bit of ability, possibly. High determination, could have decent touch, could have decent dribbling, could be composed, could have a bit of flair. Doesn't have a lot of work rate though, does he? A little bit of a fancy Dan, maybe. I need a bit more information on him. Lewis Bell. I'm not feeling that from Lewis Bell. Ollie Taylor, sort of just fine, I guess. Micah Douglas, again, might be fast. Maybe. Sort of all we know, really, isn't it? Might be fast. Centre backs. This is where it's all about, isn't it? Ben Abbott from Barnsley. Might have good determination, might have good positioning, might have good decision making. Might be pretty decent acceleration, mind. So let's hold on for you, Ben. See what you're. See, we might start trialing these guys in. Charlie Knowles from Huddersfield, 6'3", decent jumping. This man's a versatile player. Look at this. He's all over the spot. Do you reckon we could trial him? I mean, he might not be any good, but he's got, you know, he might be bad in all areas of the pitch. Joel Bailey. Doesn't really pass the initial eye test, I don't think. Jack Sixsmith, a practical signing. I guess if you're a practical signing, that's not particularly that's not like a ringing endorsement, is it? Yeah. Let's see if Ben Abbott will come on a trial as well. And then let's see if one of these wingers will come, just to see if we get a bit more information about Harry Dawson. Will you come on trial? I don't know whether another 17-year-old right winger is the way to go or not, but maybe we'll see. Then let's also add a striker on, because why not? Strikers win games, right? I want sexy signings, not practical. This is the thing. This is absolutely it, isn't it? Oh, they're not letting us bring these players in. '21s, and if not, yeah. I feel like I've let everyone down by not bringing Brazilian under 21s in. Do you know what I mean? You might be able to get some Bridlings at under 21s. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what we have to try and do. Right, Hatfield has retired. Okay, Will Hatfield's retired. He is now a coach, but as assistant manager, do you know what? As assistant manager, competent, but unsuited when it comes to people management. Don't know. Part of me thinks that maybe, I mean, he is terrible. Yeah. now I've looked over the set for like more than a second. I was like, oh, but maybe from a narrative perspective, it would look good. Right, Fenton John wants to be starting more matches. That's fine. Okay. Okay, right. Fenton wants to play. So I like that. Potential issue with Brooks. There is no issue with Brooks. You should be starting more games. Mate, you're actively on the transfer list. Like, he knows he's on the transfer list, right? Like, he knows. Because he came to me and said, I think my transfer value is a bit too high on the transfer list. I mean, I know I've said that, footballers aren't the smartest tools in the box, but I mean, that is pretty bad, isn't it? If you're unaware that you're on the transfer list. What's Freddie Anderson doing at Newport? Well, he looks like he's got enough time in his contract, so I'm guessing he's staying there. Did he change his squad to surplus to requirement? I would need to double check that. Okay, Brandon Hall, Ben Headley, Alfie Myers-Smith. They've all gone. 7 players out the door. So Nathan Thwaites wasn't quite as good as we thought he was going to be. He wasn't, was he? We need to keep Terry Mitchell. We don't. He's retiring. So he has to go. Bevan DeForo. Yes, he can jump. Yes, he's determined. I don't think we've got the facilities to make him a really, really good defender, unfortunately. Leandro Trossard and Leon Bailey. We should go and get that. Jadon Sancho, why don't we just get him? That makes sense, doesn't it? Let's go and get him. Yeah. I can't believe we haven't thought about this. Discuss with Maskell, right? Maskell obviously wants to play as well. That's fine. Bossard, yeah. Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine with about Trossard over the weekend, and we both agreed that he is a very underrated player. A very underrated player. Perfect player for you. He's Norwegian. Yeah. Trossard's not, isn't he? Isn't he? I think he's Belgian. Would you like to ask another member of staff to take on the management of the under-18s? Yes, I would. Let's go into the staff then and let's move. Now, can we actually move? Am I allowed to put an advert there? Add set piece coach. Coaching staff allowed. So yeah, so I'm not actually allowed to have an assistant manager per se unless I move Ben Holden to assistant manager. So let's make him assistant manager now. That must be a slight bug that I've been able to sign him for £7 a week as assistant manager. I think that might be a slight bug somewhere. Right, pre-season then looks like this. Chat. Bangor in Wales. Bangor 1876. Oldham, Basford, Gainsborough, Leek. And then we've got league fixtures. Oxford City, Peterborough Sports, Buxton, Tamworth, Merthyr, Marine and Scunthorpe. £7 a week, nice work if you can get it. It's under the tax threshold, isn't it, Azaris? So cash in hand, he's like a window cleaner. Yeah. Up the Gainsborough Trinity. Well. Let's see what we got, shall we? This is what the team looks like now. If we have a look at the scouting squads recommendations, staff recommendations, sorry. Where is this? This one, isn't it? Oh, what's happened? Don't tell me that the view's deleted. The view's deleted. Actually, how do I see if I can go back and see if I can add another view back in there? Brilliant. Brilliant. Right. Did the update mess that up? Probably. I mean, we'll use that as the answer. Why not? It seems like a reasonable answer for most things, to be honest. Just, yeah, why not? Probably. If in doubt, blame the update. Or the game in the first place. Yeah. Let's keep our eyes on Bevan DeForo, but I'm not 100% sure he's going to be. Load last save point. Maybe. I might have to do that in order to try and maybe get the view back. Or I'll just create it again. It's not the end of the world, really. It's not like I've done a lot, is it? To be honest. Behind the scenes. So, okay, so those deals have gone. Those players have gone back to 4 and Thwaites. Let's go back to our recruitment. Sorry if I'm clicking around and it feels like it's speedy. I know some people think that I play the game a little bit too quickly. Believe it or not. Seb Mason might be quick. Might be quick. Gary Robinson might be quick. And he might work hard. And he might be good for the team. And he's got a bit of flair. And he can maybe jump. His determination's very, very low. It's very, very low. Isn't this the third transfer stream in a row? This is only the second, actually, Llama. So we've done pretty well to get through 2 transfer windows and get to the pre-season, to get to the actual friendlies. That's pretty good. It's pretty good for us. I think James Spencer looks handy enough. Ignore me, you're flying. Far too quick. Michael Bonney. Wanted by Bedford, Southport. Lincoln Hunt. Decent composure. 6'2". Decent amount of pace. Strong. I wonder if what we do is, and here's an idea. Llama, you play the well, obviously the Llama way. Would you potentially consider advocating for short-term loans, maybe, and just try and take these players in and go like, look, you know, where are we? What do we think? Take until maybe December and go like, is that enough? And see how we get on with them. Or would you be thinking maybe we hold out for long-term full seasons? Because I guess, you know, if we found someone that's decent, then we want to keep them. And again, I'm also wondering as well, of these players, how many we actually try and scout. Jensen Gately. Jumping reach, non-existent. Ooh, I'll tell you who else I want to have a look at. Have I tried second yellow cards transfer room tip? I haven't, no. What's the transfer room tip? And if it's an exploit, we won't be using it. It's tricky. The good ones you really want for the full year, it might be able to extend short-term loans. Yeah, and it's also that thing as well of like, I don't want to just loan with no prior knowledge either of the players. Because that's not in the Llama rules either, is it? In fact, speaking of which, right. What we should really do is we should actually have that as a... How do we make that as a rule to have as a command? Because I've just pulled up the I believe this is an AI answer or AI description. How do you put that as a kind of as a command? Going, I think you should sign all these players from Generation Foot. You know, how can I put we aren't doing the meta? I'm afraid. Caden Kelly, a central outlet attacking midfielder. I mean, that determination looks good, doesn't it? Nine Llama's website is an excellent guide to LLM. That's where I pulled it off, actually, to be honest. Oh, that's what she says. I do like the rule 3 of the Llama principle. So rule 1, choose a team, play the same team until you've won everything you can, regardless of how long it takes, or until you're sacked. Then start a new game. Rule 2, choose a team, play until your reputation attracts the interest of ever increasingly bigger teams. So change clubs when you're offered jobs until you're in charge of the top teams. You know, like Paris Saint-Germain or San Marino. Or choose a team, do crap, get sacked, wait for another team, do crap, get sacked, wait for... Yeah, just that. That's what we do, innit? Not really an exploit, but setting your transferring requirements to future prospects and more of a youth focus throws up some tidy little players. Now that sounds like something that we would have to discuss as a chat as to whether or not that would be allowed. And Llama is going to have one of the deciding says on this. I think, is Ronaldinho signed yet? What I've just signed Lothar Matthäus, Ryan. So I was very happy with that. And curl on. Right, this is the first look then at our god awful 4-2-3-1 formation, which I despise the idea of it. But let's see what we look like with this new shape. Okay, we're up against a 4-3-3, so theoretically it should make sense. Rule number 1, play the game however you enjoy. See, this is the thing. This is why Llama's here, innit? Man talks sense. In fact, Llama and I were talking today, as we have been over the last few days, actually. Llama and I have had some good conversations back and forth recently. Llama's got a new YouTube save coming out very, very soon, which is the Sicilian Air. So you absolutely need to go looking for that. Llama, is that just YouTube? Because obviously we're aware that there was a bit of chat about that today of, do you start the Sicilian Air today after winning a cup in Norway? And Tambwe over the top. Worst thing about LLM is getting bogged down in the rules. But yeah, this is the thing though, isn't it? It's what we are. We're sticklers for the rules. Kevin over on YouTube, Kevin Mottram, did you ever decide if Darla would even use the transfer room? I think we've obviously cut ourselves a little bit of slack with that one, I think. But as you can see, I've not really used it to great effect, have I? I think it's more like Facebook Marketplace for me, essentially, at this point. Oh, ball on the top. There's Joey Dawson's through. The two big signings, Matty Virtue and Joey Dawson, linking together. Sicilian Air is Twitch and YouTube is called the Continental King. There we go. Across. Oh, and Tambwe at the back post. What a cross from Ricky Aguiar. So there's Jimak. Aguiar with the cross in. What a ball. And Tambwe at the back post. Lovely header. Joey Dawson. Did you sign him off Dawson's Creek? We did. He's very pacey. There's a third Dawson's Creek reference there. Evening, Andrew. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're good. So the Sicilian Air, for those of you who are not familiar with Llama's trailer, is it a Region Air save, Llama? We should probably play the trailer, shouldn't we? McKeown's down the line. He's a new signing as well. In for Dawson, off the post. And remember, of course, McKeown was also a new signing. Formerly of Spennymoor, but he's had a season working for Screwfix, I think. We tried to get him in last year and he was like, I'm not coming on trial at Darlington. And then, jokes on him, because now we're lower down and he's agreed to sign. Sicilian players only, the shortest ever save, I'll do. Matty Virtue, Aguiar. Contral, Virtue, and Tambwe. Oh, right. Now try and tell me that 4-2-3-1 is not overpowered. We are winning the football match here. Yeah, I've often thought about trying to do the San Marino challenge. That's what I think I'd like to do. But it just feels long and brutal. That's what she said. I do still have in my head, and again, this is what Llama and I have been talking about. McKeown, down the line. Like we are not watching. I am still trying to work out a YouTube save. And whether I can try and find the time to do one if I stop doing the bits and pieces. McKeown with an effort. San Marino challenge, no exploits, takes until 2091 to qualify for the Champions League. Yeah, as it should, Parsbro, because that's realism, isn't it? That's realism. Yeah. This is the thing. I think everyone expects things to be done quickly because things have been done quickly in the past. Yeah. I think there is now an expectation that if it's not done quicker, then it's like, oh, well, you know, why's, you know, what's the point? Should do a journeyman save called That's What She Said, where you only take charge of clubs with obvious innuendo. So, presumably young boys will be the first one to go for, yeah? When the save goes full new gen, I'm a little sad the names that I know and love are no longer in the universe. That's the thing. That's when it gets fun, though. I've got the Horn Church. Yeah. Welcome to my my very, very short stint in France where I managed Brest. Yeah. Can't wait to never see Haaland and Bellingham winning awards, but the unhinged new names. This is where I'm at, Parsbro, as well. Yeah. Like, I want to get rid of all that. I want Man City and Liverpool to not be the top teams in the Premier League. So by the time I get there, I want it to be like, oh, West Ham actually look like they're going to challenge somewhere. Honker, yeah. Tim Gilf, have we won the league yet? You know what, Tim? Probably. We're 2-0 up in pre-season, so I reckon that's pretty, like, we're invincibles, isn't it? 4-2-3-1, massively overpowered. Like, we thought it. Balls at the top, there's Maskell running through. Oh, easy finish. Keeper's gone the wrong way and everything. Fenton John launches it over the top. Also, Contral looking pretty handy at right back. Have you made any new signings? Not yet, actually. Tim, we're trying to bring a loanee centre-back in. And maybe another loanee midfielder if we can do. We've released Myers-Smith. We've released Ben Headley. So, yeah. Let's praise them all. Brandon Hall. I mean, well... So there's been a... there's been a thing with Brandon Hall in that his contract expired and he was on 600 quid a week and we need that £600 a week. So Brandon Hall has... I mean... Oh, look! Look over there. Brandon Hall has sadly gone off to the great goalkeeping gods of the sky. Look at a squirrel. Yeah, exactly. So many squirrels around Darlington. Honestly, it's brilliant. Missed the final. Did we secure the coupon? Asks Nordic King to Llama. Llama, you need to tell them the answer, don't you? So 4-2-3-1 equals a victory. Apparently. Weird, right? Never in doubt. Never, 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 never. Things you expect. Llama in a cup final and victory. Absolutely. Would you rather live in Darlington or Blackpool? Darlington, probably. Nobody wants to live in Blackpool, surely. And that's saying something when Darlington's the other option. Where would you rather live, Supremacy? Brackley in for Josh Binns. Who's Josh Binns? Is he someone we know about? Oh, he was on a shortlist apparently. Let him go. Can I redeem a skip, please? Redeem a skip? Redeem in what sense? Well, as in like skip the song? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, go on then. All right, there you go. Unfortunately, it skipped to the Killers, so sorry about that. Blackburn is a dump. I've only passed through Darlington Station, can't comment. Honestly, it's... Darlington's not great, right? We know Darlington's not great. But... is that a thing? It's not really a thing, but do you know what? It's not a great street song, that one, I must admit. Archie Baptiste. Where's Archie Baptiste come from? Middlesbrough. He doesn't want to come and play for us, surely. He's far too good. He is far too good. And our scouts now saying Ben Farah's really, really good. Because look, so our scouts are now saying Ben Farah, excellent signing for the future on loan as a winger. Nordic Kings on the follow. Appreciate that. Darlington just need a Premier League football club to rejuvenate the whole area. Yeah, or some Brazilian under 21s. So either or. Either or. Ben Farah's wanted by Spenny. Okay. So he is fast. He can dribble. He's not got teamwork or work rate, and that's what I like. That's my DNA. Tuning off to a gig in Stockton on Tees on Saturday. At least it's not Middlesbrough. Way off. Where's what's happening in Stockton? Mika Douglas looks a bit better. The top thing to do in Darlington, according to TripAdvisor, is the train museum. Well, they love a train. They love trains in Darlington. They do like a train. Is it wrong to say you like the Killers? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel as though it's a little bit like saying, like when everyone tried to bash Coldplay. And it's just like, but do you really need it? Because like Coldplay are actually really good, aren't they? Really? And I think, is it the same with the Killers? The Killers are just good, aren't they? Like they, like them themselves might be odd, but the tunes are good. They're not that good. No, but But I think, but they've got some tracks though, Rouge. That's the thing. You know what I mean? They've written some big songs, which I guess we can't really dispute. Being like, oh yeah, you know, they're the most successful Christian rock band in history, and that's got to count for something. Do you know what I mean? Killers and Coldplay got overplayed on mainstream TV so they can feel bland because we've heard them so much. Fair. Practical is fair. Solid, you know where you are with them. Yeah. The mainstream, of course. Mainstream's the one, isn't it? Aren't they Mormon? They might be Mormon, actually. Worked the pitch bar at the Millennium many moons ago and they were okay. Train back from London to Scotland last year, stopping outside Darlington. Reason given was unauthorised people on the track. Welcome to Darlington. They're not horrendous. They're better than Coldplay. I like Coldplay as well, actually. What happened to the 80s vibe we had recently? We have some. Shall we mix it? We've got a bit indies again, haven't we? I'm happy to mix around. Chat amongst yourselves. Decide what you want. What sort of vibe are we going to go for tonight? Are we sticking on the indie? Do you want a bit of 80s? Do you want some early 2000s skater punk? You lot work it out, and I'll accommodate. Right? Hire us. Make sure there's a spokesperson to agree. Okay. So yes to all of it. No more Salah songs, please. Well, Tuny, you know me, there will never be anything remotely Liverpool connected at all. But what a surprise! Salah doing Salah things. You know, he has got previous for throwing his toys out the pram, hasn't he? Not like Steven Gerrard, of course, who absolutely would not throw his toys out the pram and definitely not put a transfer request in. But anyway, let's not talk about Liverpool because it just really hurts when I laugh. Do you know what I mean? Tony's so anti-Liverpool, he always makes sure that he is walking with someone. Oh, mate, so many times. Yeah. Actually, no, it's the other. It's the opposite. I always walk on my own. Even if I'm with friends, I have to like make them walk far away. I'm just like, no, I'm doing this alone. I'm doing this alone. Always. Some Azerbaijani R&B. Oh, that's gone wide. Botswana death metal is good. Get a band called Crack Dust. They're too commercial though. That's the problem with Botswana death metal. Everyone always wants Crack Dust. Do you know what I mean? They're always being played in Botswanan supermarkets. And it's on the Botswana Christmas advert. So do you know what I mean? I just think their early stuff was fine, but they just sold out, didn't they? You know what I mean? Everyone had it as their first dance at a wedding, and at that point it was just like, game's gone. Botswana's answer to Coldplay. It is. It is. Oh, that's a good goal. It's not for us, but it's a good goal. Like My Chemical Romance. Well, this is the thing. Everyone says, you know, Botswana death metal and My Chemical Romance, they're very, very similar. Oh, do a shout, do a shout, do a shout. Shouts did nothing. Shouts did nothing, everyone. Shame that, innit? I was expecting us to win that. You know, because of the shout. I thought, right, we're gonna go in at half time, you know, scoring 4 goals in the break, but apparently not. Didn't shout loud enough. I was so loud. Right, Pet Shop Boys are on now though, so everything's fine. Barely heard me over crack dust. Yeah, they're doing the they're actually doing a tour show at the Darlington Stadium. That's the big gig. McKeown, Contral. Oh, Large doesn't get there. Contral in for John. Oh, Virtue! What a goal that is! How are we, Nevsky? Referee's got his flag up. Utter woke nonsense. You've not been here for a couple of streams. In that case, you've missed nothing. You've not missed our spectacular collapse at the back end of the season. It's at the George Reynolds Stadium. I don't believe... Well, that's where they're playing. Yeah, we're not going to play there, obviously. Jesse Nelson on, shall we? Oh, the gig's there. Yeah. Weirdly, in a 25,000 seater, they're only going to sell 6 tickets. So, I'm sure that's definitely not money laundering. I'm sure it's not. What kind of collapse are we talking? Well, a collapse that left us 3 points above the relegation zone. That's the level of collapse we're talking. Oh, Gabby, Large. Living it, Large. What a finish that is. Look at that for a volley. Bosh. Have a bit of that. Slight bug there where the track-suited midfielder comes on. Right, we haven't got any defensive midfielders to bring on. That's something we need to look at when we're recruiting. Yeah, there's no option to bring another DM on at any point. We also haven't got another right back because Contral's our only right back now. That is why I'm the best streamer. Well, I think so, Nevsky. Although we had someone on YouTube who thought it was brand new, but they may have been trolling. But then again, they have won the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain. So that's the bit where I think I was like, Part of me thinks it was Mr. J. With a burner account. Maybe it was Michael Beale. Large, McKeown. Oh, yes, McKeown. Here we go. Darlington is twinned with Mulheim in Germany, Amiens in France, and now Gaborone in Botswana. What a goal this is, by the way. McKeown. Top corner. In off the post, I think. So, am I right in thinking Oldham are at least National League? If it is, this is a good indication that 4-2-3-1 is much more dialed up than I was kind of hoping for. McKeown. Great cross. Oh, Nelson. What a save that was, though, by the keeper. Unbelievable. That had goal written all over it, didn't it? Also, the fact you've actually got players to compete now. I mean, that's true. We do have... We've signed 3 good players. I've heard from Sidwell lately. Saw him on TV yesterday. Wonder if he's still playing FM. Do you know what? I've not actually heard from Sidwell, to be honest. I know he's doing the new... there's another Jameson's campaign about having him play for your Sunday League team. So he's doing that. And obviously he's doing a lot of punditry at the moment. So yeah, no, unfortunately not. He's not. I've not reached out to him. He's not reached out to me. It's just one of those things. Everyone's busy. But yeah, we'll find out whether or not he's still playing FM. We probably should start find that out, because that'll be interesting, to be honest. What else do we need to find? I have got, and this is something I'll do. Is I've got a couple of codes I can give away as well. So I need to work out how and when I do a giveaway. So we might have some stuff to do. So that will obviously help. If there's anyone in the chat who doesn't have a copy of FM26, that will also help. So I need to try and work out how I do that. Now, Max Swift, acceleration 12, pace 14, jumping reach 13. Very sad they didn't keep us together to play for Sunday League teams. Yeah, I know. Maybe they just thought that I was too good for Sunday League. Maybe that was it. Possibly. That's the only reason. There's the only thing I can think, you know. Max Bardal. We don't have any transfer budget left, do we? £700, right? Okay, so we are starting to get some money back. Still not enough yet. Might have to be bringing young players in and players for a Sunday League DLC for them. Yeah. Oh, Stockport after Scott Walker. It's be a shame to see him go, but that's maybe the way it has to be, isn't it? In this level. But then again, there's no guarantees he will go. Eder Militao off to Man City. Cutthroat business football. It is, but we managed to keep Ntambwe when Portsmouth were in for him, and I think that was maybe a bug. I don't really think we should have been able to have kept him, but we basically went, he's not going. And then the game went, all right, fair enough. There, Walker's gone to Stockport under 18s there, which sort of makes sense. Yeah, so he's gone off. Very good teamwork. So we'll see how he gets on. Lowstaff have made a bid for yes. Several clubs want to take Monteiro. That's fine. He's not going to get a job for a game for us. Lashabella. Is he on a free transfer now, is he? Oh, he got released. Not the same player we're thinking of, actually. I don't think. Ashton made a bid for Mason O'Malley. He's on a free transfer. We haven't got the money, have we? Who's our left back at the minute? £350 appearance fee. Who's our left back? Jimmy. Maybe a pay-as-you-play, possibly. Oh, Harrogate have made a bid for Jimmy now, right? Okay. Okay, so we are going to lose. So we are going to lose a left back. So now we are going to have to try and bring a left back in, right? Okay. This is where like the merry-go-round happens, isn't it? Okay. Let's pull up the loan list, shall we? Of left backs. Who do we know about? Matthew Leigh we know about. Danny Smith we know about. And that's it. And that's not even including the players that are interested. I play Philly Congo. I still play FM24 because of the criticism. Do you think it's worth it? Do I think what's worth it? FM24? FM24 is good. Is the criticism worth it? Nope. It's I don't really know. I'm not really sure what you want me to say. Is the criticism warranted? Look, some people think it is, some people don't. There's no the only way you can work out whether it's worth it or not is by playing it. Yeah, and that's it. If you play it and you think it's good, then it's fine. If you play it and you don't like it, that's absolutely fine. That's up to you as well. Yeah. Turn Around Bright Eyes. What a tune. What a tune. My personal favourite part of this song is at the end of the video when there's a little lad in the video with the bright eyes who looks like Gianfranco Zola. And I think we've shown this on stream before. He definitely looks like Gianfranco Zola. Lincoln Pavlak. Now you know who I mean, don't you? You know exactly what I mean, yeah. It's a tune, this, mind. Rich, a lot of the criticism is from uninformed crap and misinformation. Some is valid, yeah. Things that have been removed from the game and lack of immersion aspect. Still enjoyable, as with all things. Try it for yourself. That's the thing, yeah. Yeah, I think we've now got to the situation where we're starting to understand what it can do and what it can't do. Yeah, and just ultimately, if you want to play it, you'll work ways around things, and if you don't want to play it, then you'll not, and that's absolutely fine. It's fine either way. Yeah, nobody can force you to do it. You know, it's entirely up to yourself. Fleetwood have made a bid for Jimmer as well, so it looks like we're definitely. It looks like we're going to be losing them. Jordan Mitchell, that famous Croatian name. Croatian, Australian, and English. That's why. Scout, because that. Do you know what? If that crossing is good for a fullback at 17 years old, oh, fun and games. Right, we need a left back now. Chat. We weren't really thinking about one, but Let's also feel bad having to put recruitment focuses for 3 areas all at once. Did a big long post in the SI forums. That's for 3 things: bring back League in Focus, Worldview, Screen Floor, less used but brilliant feature FM24 and prior. Nice. That makes some sense, Rich. That's logic. You need to think about this. What have we told you about logic before? John Milne's not ready for a step up yet, is he? Taylor Maiello's not ready for a step up. Although he's 6'3" at 16. Shame he moves like a tank. Wycliffe. He's not quite good enough either, is he? Taylor Fountain we can move up. Actually, let's have a little look at Taylor Fountain, shall we? Yes, Tristan's on the resub as well. 26 months in total. Thank you, Tristan. Appreciate that. Wycliffe Jean, yeah. Wycliffe Otieno. He goes slightly different name for tax purposes, but pretty much the same guy, really. Jamie Morris. Is he a winger now? Is he not? No, he's a midfielder, surely still. Where's my have we not got any more DMs? No. No, apparently not. Great. Right, so we might be about to lose our left back. How long have we played FM? Well, since the first Champ Manager came out. So 92. But then playing football management games even before that. Playing the original Football Manager, the Kevin Toms one on the Spectrum. Playing a Tracksuit Manager. Yeah. Long time ago. Long time ago. Commodore 64 games. See what we can do against Basford, shall we? Third friendly of the of pre-season. It's raining. It's raining, folks. It's raining. McKeown's looked pretty good in the first couple of friendlies, hasn't he? He's looked better than other players we've got in our team. The double was a great game. I remember the double. Fenton. Oh, nearly finds the bottom corner. Show my age here. Then we'll play Football Manager by post. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely we did. Solo gaming. You're not showing your age at all. We're all, most of us are that age. Great ball at the top. There's Joey Dawson. Pick that one out. Yeah, I'm 45 solo, so yeah, we've absolutely done play by mail. Cartoony. The double might have been made by the same people as Tracksuit Manager. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, as I say, not one I remember, I must admit. Slovenia, welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're good. I remember Manchester United in Europe as well on the Amiga. That was an interesting one. You wouldn't buy that one? Well. I bet you'd have bought Kenny Dalglish's Manager, though. That was the one, wasn't it? And I remember playing Kickoff and Goal. Dino Dini's Goal. Obviously, Sensible World of Soccer. Incredible. Oh, McKeown, what a tackle that is. He's away. Who's my favourite team? I'm a Sunderland fan. Philly Congo. McKeown goes down. It's a penalty. Ever even had Emlyn Hughes soccer? I remember that as well. I remember Emlyn Hughes. Right, Virtue steps up. Virtue favours the brave. 2-0 from the spot. Does the new update change the Italian teams back to no. You still need the real name fixes for all those sorts of things. That's a licensing thing, not an update thing. New boys do seem to be settling in all right, don't they, Llama? It'll be interesting to see whether or not they've worked too hard in pre-season, therefore burn themselves out by the time the league starts, which is completely possible and would be very fitting for a TJ team for that to happen, I think. Coops, how are the lads on Sunday? How are the lads indeed? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I mean, I'm sure we can. I'm not listening to Uptown Girl. That can piss off, right? I'm using a veto here, right? Sorry, Billy Joel. You're going, right? Yes. Derby Day on Sunday. Great ball through. There's Dawson. Good finish. I must admit, I hate the derby. I hate the derby. I hate the build up to it. I hate all of social media around it because it makes me angry. I try and stay away from it, but I just can't. It's the problem. First Brandon Hall, now Billy Joel. Billy Joel's fine. It's just Uptown Girl's a little bit too Coldplay, isn't it? You know, it's a bit too Botswana and death metal. Gabby Large again with another volley. Wow. Wow. What a strike that is. Too crack dust, I get you. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It shares what it is. There's heaps in there. Matt, I know you're a Sunderland fan, but you also know your actual favourite team most likely to play in the Indonesian Premier League. It's PSS Sleman, isn't it? Up the Sleman. If I had a band, I would cover this as well. It's just random things that pop into my head every now and again. Would I cover this? Maybe. I think Fallout Boy did, though. McKeown. Oh, into the top corner. What would your band name be? Crack Dust. Probably. I'm a big fan of Botswana and death metal. Ryan, I hate Derby. They don't trust the people who say they enjoy it. You can't enjoy it. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's just full of knackers on coke and beard up. Too early in the day. It's like just nah, not for me. Not for me. And on Sunday, right? Sorry, excuse me for the cough down there. Sunday, so we've got to go swimming in the morning, right? Then junior park run. Then we're going to go to... Oh, no, we can't do junior park run because we've got to take the kids to some Christmas thing at one of the children's attractions or whatever. So we can't do park run. So we've got to do that. Then we've got to get back, get changed. Youngest Jameson's going out to a birthday party. So I said to Mrs. J, I was like, look, I'm really sorry. I'm not taking youngest Jameson to the birthday party. You've got to do that when I'm watching the derby. I'll come and get you at half time. She's like, yeah, that's reasonable. Oh, I want to pull back. Oh, Sunday sound exhausting. It is. It's very exhausting. Lily Booster. Very. Normally child's football is in there as well. Saturday we're going to do adult park run, me and Eldest Jameson. Did I tell you this? Oh, I haven't seen you. I haven't spoken to you, have I? I haven't spoken to you since last week. Or did I mention it? I might have mentioned it on Saturday. So Eldest Jameson did his first adult park run on Saturday, and he only went and ran 5k in 31 minutes. He's 7. It's the first time he's ever ran 5k, and yeah, he was just, oh, I'll just do it in 31 minutes. I was like, great, that sounds cool. Let's do that. So of course now it means next week he's gonna be like, oh, I might try and run it faster. So I'm gonna have to start being like, okay, are we just going for sub 30 now? Like, that's the thing on a Saturday morning. Is that what we're doing? Which is mint, but at the same time, like, we don't always need to go sub 30, surely. But yeah, he seems to think we do. 4-0. 4-0 against Basford. Are we suddenly good? Well, we don't know, Pars Pro. Again, I feel dirty because we're playing a 4-2-3-1. Okay? I feel dirty. And you're being owned by a 7-year-old. Not really. I mean, well, I'll say not really. So, he is frighteningly fast for his age. In terms of what he's capable of doing. So, he does the junior park run on a Sunday, and he usually finishes in the top 10. So, like, the last 3 weeks, his lowest position has been 7th. So he's like, and he goes swimming first, right? So he goes swimming for an hour, then he goes to junior park run, finishes in the top 10, then he goes and plays football. So he's like, and he's just like slender. So he's a distance runner, but he's like really, really rapid over short distance. But he's definitely got the ability to go distance. So we also ended up having to run about 2k because we parked the wrong side of the thing. So when you start it, the junior park run starts in a slightly different position to the adult park run. So we had to run to the start. So he'd already done 2k as a warm up. And he was, and then he went and smashed it. So yeah, he's an athlete. He's an athlete. And then his brother is a mixed martial artist, I reckon. / weightlifter. So solution for Sunday, I'll pick them up as I'll not watch the derby. Yeah. I'm not, yeah, honestly, Tristan, the derby's just grim, innit? Derby's grim. I'm not fancying it. And the thing is that if Eldest Jameson's gonna watch the derby as well, he still thinks he's a Liverpool fan. We have to try and tease that out of him. like he's gonna witness a very tense Sunday watching the TV. So that's going to be interesting. There's also some suspect drawings in there, but Rockets will not talk about that. Yeah, we'll have those as well. Luffy, here's a question as well, actually, for yourself. There's a lot of unpleasantness about it. Have to watch, got to win or draw. He's going to learn some new words. Yeah, exactly. If it was youngest Jameson, Mrs. J, then we know that he would already know those words. But it's the eldest Jameson, isn't it? And he doesn't know those words. He what is it he says? Yeah. So he's ended up they've ended up having to listen to Gangnam Style at school. I don't understand why. Maybe it's like a disco or something. And whenever the line of hey sexy lady, the eldest Jameson thinks it says hey see you later. So do you know what I mean? He's gonna learn some words for Sunday. Driving for Shields game Sunday, then the big one. Not confident. Hope we batter the black and white Rats. We will. We're a very, very different side to what they played a couple of years ago in the Cup, and I don't think they know that yet. The only thing is, batter is not the word I would use. Right? It's gonna be nervy. I'll take 2-1. I'll take that right now. I'll take 1-1, to be honest. But I think it'll be. I think maybe 2-1. We're the underdogs. We are the underdogs. You're right. And potentially this could be the first time they go ahead of us this season. That massive club that they are. It's only taken all season. Lambda Neon in on the follow. Appreciate that. Someone will at least partially humiliate Newcastle. I hope so. Luffy, here's a question. No, this is not about football. Okay. You're an axeman, aren't you? You're a guitar player. Yeah. Have you seen or heard of antiquity guitars? And now the reason I ask is because apparently they were bought out, or they've bought out PPM, possibly PPM, is it? And like Gears for Music have got like a load of like cheaper like starter guitars, because we get Eldest Jameson one from for his for Christmas, and I've been looking at them thinking, do you know what? I don't know whether I would, like, I'm a little bit sort of precious about stuff, so I'm like, do I order myself like a cheap guitar, or do I hold out for a reasonable one? And I did a quick little look on the on YouTube and stuff, and they're like, oh, they're not actually that bad. And I'm like, it's not the answer I wanted, really. I wanted them to say that actually it's very expensive and not worth the money. So I don't know. Have you had any experience with them? Are you aware of them? Or indeed anyone else who's got a fondness for musical instruments? seems rather too cheap. Oh, they are. They are super, 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 super cheap. But I just thought for the youngest one, like, I mean, for the eldest one, sorry, he's not going to do anything really. Like, at the minute, he's just strumming a guitar with his hands off the fret. So, you know, if he doesn't like it, then it's not a lot of money spent to throw down the bin. But I was curious as to whether or not it would be any good for just a like a backup guitar in the house, just for messing about with. It does feel very, 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 very cheap. But my expectations will be very, 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 very low for it. Right, Mason O'Malley has said that he will come and join us on a free. He's on a pay-as-you-play. Now, presumably, I mean, do we hold that out until we know that Jima's going? I mean, he's on a £350 appearance fee anyway, so technically, if he goes, we're not losing any money. O'Malley's decent. Watched him a few times at Scarborough. He's done quite well in the National League. Now we had him lined up, didn't we? We thought we were going to go for him, but then we had the what's it called, the takeover, didn't it? Well, little Jimmer wouldn't let go. Honestly, look, I don't want Jimmer to go, Dean. But the problem is he's wanted by Fleetwood and Harrogate, and both of those teams are Football League, and he's on a non-contract. So I think he'll up and leave, and that's nothing that we can really do. There's not really much we can do about that. So we're going to have to get someone in just in case. Luffy, I'm looking at the Reddit. People are like, nah, they're fine. Troubles with guitars. I'm getting pressed about image. See, I'm like that. Like, I don't like a Strat just for the fact that it's a Strat and everybody has them. But then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just get over it and just get a Strat. Do you know what I mean? And it's probably fine. But I'd rather have like a really, really nice thin line Telecaster. But then they are expensive. So I've got to kind of balance it out, haven't I? You know, but yeah, I'm like you as well. Like with the image is a thing. We've got some wages now. That's good. Ethan and Jueni. Thompson. Who have we got in terms of Strats are a bit too Clapton. Yeah. What does Archie Baptiste have to say? How much do you want? 900 quid. Right. It is a tune, isn't it, Mr. J? It's a banger. Absolute banger. 800 quid for Baptiste. That's going to put us over wage again. Do we go over wage? Pet Shop Boys are the goats, aren't they? Aren't they though? Like, they are absolutely mint. Oh, he'll be upset if it snaps in half. Absolutely, yeah. But for that sort of money, I would sort of expect it to snap in half. And for that sort of money, I could probably replace it fairly easy, rather than going like, oh yeah, we've snapped this, incredibly expensive guitar. Who's Jake Hull? What are you saying, Jake? You've got jump reach of 15. You're 6'6". Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Make sure there's some sort of returns policy. We'll be fine with that. Excuse me, good shopkeeper. I bought this and it fell. Please provide me with a new one that does not fell in the same way. I was surprised Bonus Riviera was basically regular perform price. Yeah, I was as well, actually. I thought they would have, I was expecting them to ramp the prices up on that as well. Mahmood scored against us, actually, didn't it? I remember him now. Paul Dawson. No, pace isn't there, is it? Who's the player? There was a player that we had that had flashed up, and I was like, we need to shortlist him. Was it Jake Hull? I don't think it was. Right, Hull can come in on trial. I wonder what we do. Right, Jim has joined the Fleetwood under 21s. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. He's gone to the Fleetwood under 21s. So League Two. Can we loan him back, do you reckon? No, 600 quid? No, thanks. Guitar prices are all over the place. They are. Everything's all over the price, really. Like, I mean, there's nothing that makes any sense price-wise. Like, with regards to anything. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Just think of a number and double it, or just take a guess. Now, this is a tune, this. Oh, Cartwright, you look very, very good. Certified toe tapper. Oh yeah, yeah. If your head's not bobbing, I'll tell you where it works really well. Believe it or not, it works really well in CrossFit competitions. It's been played a few times, like when I've been at competitions and I've been like, actually, do you know what? This gets me working a bit harder. This is how you're going to say Botswana for a second. I mean, Botswana is the answer for everything, right? Heard it in GTA 4. Yeah, it's in that a lot, isn't it? Can we scout Botswana? I don't think we can, unfortunately, because of the because it's not quite in the llama rules, is it? Just like the one we know. Yeah, no, Leeds aren't letting us load anybody either, are they? So Botswana under 21s, that's what we're allowed. Exceptions are made for Botswana. Right, okay, let's for what I understand, Botswana is pretty much the Darlington of Africa. So it's pretty much lower league anyway, yeah. Right. Where's no players? What? What do you mean no players? Ooh. Harry Walker said he wants to leave. Right. I mean, Harry, you've not really done us any favours here, because you've not really developed, have you? Can we get any of these players sold? Did you watch the World Cup qualifiers? Well, which one? I watched the Scotland one. The Scotland one was quite interesting. Philly Congo. I wasn't really that fussed about anyone else's. Gaborone United. They're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Botswana rhymes with llama, but has no llamas. It's got no llamas in Botswana. My word. We're 50-1. This is brilliant. Season preview. 20th. Okay. Not brilliant. Not brilliant. Apparently our pre-season counts for nothing. Yeah. It's fine. Let's just obviously let's lull them all in a false sense of security, so they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. You know, it's gonna be fine. Squad number day, is it? Right. Well, okay. Everyone get ready because I'm about to go and send you all into angry mode. As I take squad numbers off players, and you'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe he's got that. Who are Scotland facing? Scotland have got Brazil, never heard of them, Morocco, and Haiti. So, no points for Scotland, I don't think. Fifth time we've got Scotland in the group stages. Is it? It feels like it's an obvious thing, doesn't it? So usually happens. Should be able to beat Haiti or get a draw. It's just like that's the thing, isn't it? It's literally an or get a draw. Like or a draw, maybe. Gabby Large can have number 7. We're going to put all of our faith in him. Actually, doesn't Tambwe get number 7? He's got 17. Scotland might be lacking up front. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not. I don't think that's a secret. I don't think that's a secret at all. I think that's well known. Max Swift seems to be the guy, doesn't it? Lack of team ethic places extra burden as a competitive streak. Top speed allows him to outpace players over longer sprints. He's 20. He's good enough to play in League 2, apparently. He's determined. He's fast. He's not particularly strong. He's aggressive. His heading's a bit poor, given the fact that he's only 5. I would say Lyndon Dykes isn't world class. Hey, Tim, don't tell anybody. If they start thinking that he isn't world class, then something will happen. You know what I mean? Like, just shh. Let's not let the secret weapon out of the bag. I'm more concerned about Grant Hanley having to mark Brazilians. Look, there's gonna be lots of grabbing. That's all I'm gonna say. We're all currently checking to see if Luke O'Nien has a Scottish passport, because that's the only thing that could make the World Cup better. Yeah, the only thing that could make Scotland in a World Cup better is if Luke O'Nien has a Scottish passport, and we go, do you know what? Sign him up. Get Luke O'Nien to the World Cup. He's the only player that's been sent off in all 4 of the English top divisions, right? If that doesn't make him worth signing, then nothing will. In Luke we trust. But not to do anything. Well, we trust him to do something stupid, but we would certainly rather he didn't. David Nery scored a scream against Brazil in 82, and that just pissed them off. That's why we always get drawn against them, innit? Because of that. Because of 82. Lincoln Hunt, maybe. We've had a look at a couple of these players, and a couple of them are not at the scouts have obviously had a look and just went, you know what, maybe. Daniel Matthews, decent decision making, fit, reasonable in the air, sort of pacey-ish. Cian McClusker up front. Birmingham lad. O'Nien can represent England or Singapore. I know which way I was going if I was him. Oh, 100%. I'd be signing up for Singapore straight away. David Nugent's wife's in. Look at that. Everyone's in tonight. See what the recruitment focuses have got us for. Mr. Kev's in as well. Appreciate you. Very, very kind. There's a book called We Made Them Angry. I was unaware of that, but I love the fact it's a thing. I might have to go and check that one out. Because that sounds fun. Nicky Aguilar. We looked at Nicky Aguilar, didn't we? Last year. Never Nelson. Scott Sykes. I mean, none of these players look particularly great in terms of initial recommendations. No, this is not. I mean, he's probably the best one, Joe Sullivan, in the fact that his acceleration is more than 3. Jumping reach of 2, determination of 15, bravery of 17, leadership. Heading of 2, though, for a centre-half. That's not brilliant, is it? Dante Plunkett. What a name. What a name. Where do we find extra players? This is going to be the question, isn't it? I mean, how much is this Jake Hull going to want? Because I feel like Baptiste is going to be really expensive. 800 quid when we haven't got that kind of money feels like a big expense. However, I am thinking maybe we just spend the money and try and get promoted. Like, do you know what I mean? We've already done the devil's work and put a 4-2-3-1 on. We might as well overspend on wages as well. and speculate to accumulate. Because, yeah, bringing players in on loan at the minute seems a little bit like it's not really working. Granted, when deadline day turns around, we might be able to get a little bit... We might be able to get a couple of bargains, possibly. We don't know. Question from Tristan: ever signed a player who allegedly has good decision making? You know it's bollocks. He's got League One quality over him. Oh, that's a decent effort. Where's Jesse Nelson? Jesse Nelson is in and out of the team at the minute, Tristan, because he's he just stopped scoring. He stopped scoring. Now he brought Joey Dawson in, who's costing us £1,000 a week. He's going to have to play and he's going to have to score. But in fairness, everyone stopped scoring last season, so it wasn't just a Jesse Nelson problem. There's Gabby Large down the wing, deflected, gets a second goal. Not a great second goal though. Oh, and Josie brings it down. O'Malley forces him. It's off the post. Do I need a new chant? No. Keep the chant. Keep the chant. We just haven't chanted it very often. That's the problem. Yeah. We'll get it back out. Don't worry. That's what he said. Contral, Thornton, Lund. McKeown. What a bolt of virtue. Gabby Large, what a run off the ball. Oh, it's off the bar. Scintillating football from Darlington. This is the stuff that dreams are made of, isn't it? Watching this. Phew. Fenton John inside. Cleared away. Oh, Lund with the foul. That was definitely a foul as well. And theoretically, we could obviously change up that number 10 and put a second striker in if needs be, couldn't we? And make it a 4-2-4. Yeah. Have you seen Lund's long throws? I've not seen him take any. Maybe we haven't had him actually lined up for them. I maybe need to look at that, to be honest, and get him to be on them, possibly. Because that was one of the things that we looked at and went, oh, you can do that. That's good. Actually, let's get him on, shall we? Where's throws? Throws what? Attacking third? O'Malley? Why is O'Malley taking them? Long throw. Lund, there we go. Assign both sides. Can we chuck the ball in? I'm a new viewer. Can I get the backstory? Yeah, basically we started this save off the back of our beta save, which was Sunderland. The plan really is we started it in National League North. Darlington's not too far from my house. So we started here. First season we finished 12th. We were meant to finish mid-table, so 12th was fine. We then had a board takeover, who then wanted us to finish and avoid relegation. So we were like, that's fine. So we did that. Finished like 3 points above relegation. In terms of like players we've signed, no one that you'll probably have heard of. A couple of players from Alfredton. We've got a couple of young players that come through. So players like Jesse Nelson, who's our striker here. He's come through the system. He's like 17, 18 maybe now in game. We've had some of the players and some of the staff in the chat. And that's sort of where we are, really. It's been a season of not really winning anything, not looking like we're going to win anything, but it's been fun. Gabby Large, we've just brought off. He's our new exciting player, and Tambwe, we're bringing him on. He's exciting. Terry Fountain, he looks like he's exciting. There is Terry Fountain. And Jesse Nelson. There we go. Tom Petty's on now. Now we're talking. We need a chant. Tristan, get the chant out. Jesse Nelson scored. This looks much better, doesn't it, from Darlington, to be honest. Good ball down the line. There's Aguiar. Can he pull it back? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. It's you-know-who again. See, Tristan? The goals are still there. He just needed former York City midfielder Ricky Aguiar to square the ball to him. It's the second season. This is going to be going into season 3, Congo. Yeah, season 3. Nelson's free scoring. Oh, I like it. I like it, Tim. That's the one. Oh, nearly it's a hat-trick. Lee's out to Brooks, who's transfer listed. Terry Fountain. Nelson. There's the hat-trick. He's free scoring. Brooks down the line. Taylor Fountain with an assist for the youngster. Good cross. That'll give Jesse Nelson a bit more confidence, won't it? What's the goal this season? Again, not get relegated. Like, I would love to get to the playoffs. That would be my main. That would be my main focus, is the playoffs. But we've got to accept, after a really, really bad season last year, anything above mid-table is an absolute reach. I think maybe we're a bit of an unknown quantity at the moment. But 3-0, I'll take that. The new signings look like they're settling in. The new formation looks like it's working. Yes, I'm a bit disgusted it's a 4-2-3-1, but board's expectations are still for us to not get relegated. Attempt to avoid relegation from the Enterprise North. Yeah. So as long as we do that, that's all we need to do. That's that word again. Attempt. Oh yeah, attempt. Doesn't mean we have. Doesn't mean we need to avoid it. But Ben Brooks still doesn't want to go, apparently. That name again is Mr. Platter. I like that. Upamecano off to Real Madrid, apparently. Who says there's no such thing as immersion here? Seth Okiyero. Yeri, let's get him on trial. He's been with us before, I think. Former Sheffield United player. Jack Taney's gone to Merthyr from Macclesfield. Are we still waiting for... for Baptiste. Has he just vanished? There was a centre-back, wasn't there? Oh, there he is. Archie Baptiste. He is still there. Hang on. Why is it... There is a bid apparently in for him. I have a feeling that's not worked. I have a little feeling that that's not quite worked. What's the goal in 5, 10, 15 seasons? 5 seasons, get to the playoffs. 10 seasons, get out of the division. And 15 seasons, make it to the Football League. If we could do that, I'll be delighted. And I'm not even sure with which club. Like, it could be anybody. Do you know what? I'm going to get Josh Carvalho back in on trial. I know he's maybe not that good, but 15 seasons to avoid relegation from the Enterprise North. Hey, if we could do that, I would be delighted. Levi Donaghy. Interesting that we now got a Middlesbrough player on there. Brandon Puani from Charlton. Free agents, we can't. Reece Thomas, wing back from Sunderland. Ollie Kay. Where's Ollie Kay come from? Who's a midfielder? We like midfielders. We could do with a midfielder, actually. Am I willing to switch clubs? Yeah, I'm not against that. Like, if that happens, that happens. It might not necessarily be anything I can control. To be honest, the board might want me to switch clubs. And if that's the situation, then that's something obviously we've got to deal with. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But I'm not against it. I'm not against the idea of switching focus, switching clubs. Jump ship to Gateshead. Well, some of it's going to depend on the stories we can tell, isn't it? So if there's story potential, then why wouldn't we? Right, Charlie Knowles, they're not willing to let go. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. Evening Musician, how are we? Welcome in. Joel Bailey's decent apparently, but Jack Sixsmith at Bolton. What about Crawley and Northampton? I mean, they're Football League sides, so not willing to let them go. If Newcastle offered you the job there tomorrow, would you take it? No. No, not at all. I'd rather have 75 seasons in the National League North than any jobs at Newcastle. Which, to be fair, I think there's some people be like, oh yeah, but you could get them relegated. You wouldn't. Like, you'd get sacked before that happened. So therefore, the fun that I would have wouldn't be justifiable. And also, I'd have to have the stream title as Newcastle, and then there'd be Newcastle fans turning up and be like, hey, Toonami, and I'd be like, no. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. There's just certain teams that I just won't manage, and whether that's right or wrong, I don't really know, but that's where we are. Some might say that's petty, and I would agree. I would absolutely agree, and say yes, it is. Newcastle till they die, and that could be anybody, really, couldn't it? To be honest, because yeah, we know what they're like. Everyone has their own morals they live by, and that's yours. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Just saying that's what I do. Spurs and Millwall will never be brought to glory by me. See, we've all got our teams, haven't we? I'd never manage Rangers as well. McCoskey's gone to Solihull Moors, so we'll find out whether he's any good or not. Couldn't manage Newcastle now. I did back in the day before Ashley. The oil money, I had managers I liked. England's women's job is available. But in this survey, yeah, I don't think, again, call me old fashioned, but I don't think that after avoiding relegation from the National League North, that the England's women's national team are going to be going, now's the time to get TJ in. Also, it's international management and it doesn't work, does it? So, although, do you know what? The England women's job would be class. 550 quid for Seth Okiera. Could I manage Scotland? I could manage Scotland, yeah. He doesn't want an extra year. Okay, fair enough. His jumping reach might not be brilliant. Thought you were about to say call me old fashioned. No, not what you're about to suggest there. No, that's not. No, call me old fashioned, but is not. No, that's not the one. Right, Archie Baptiste for 800 quid. Former Spurs, former Middlesbrough. This is a silly signing, isn't it? Is that right? Right, can I ask a question quickly, chat? Is this a signing we should really be making? £800 a week. I mean, we can get him in, can't we? Archie Baptiste is in. He hasn't made it at Middlesbrough. If he has ability, why not? Fair. That's a fair point, actually. I was just worried that it sounded like he might have actually been a proper footballer. And at that point, I'm like, oh dear. Oh dear. He looks like a player that we might have for 1 year. We've literally thought, let's throw everything at one season. Extend him now. I mean, I don't even know if he was allowed, if he wanted the extra year. He didn't want it. That's what we tried to do. We tried to get the extension in. But fine, let's roll it for 1 year. Yeah. Let's withdraw our offer for Seth. Because now we've got one centre midfielder and we're not going to get two centre back. Sorry, Ian and Marcus, how are you, buddy? What are you thinking of the new update? No idea, Marcus. We seem to be winning games, so presumably the update is broken. Presumably. You're simply Baptiste. Better than all the Reist. Actually, Jake Hall doesn't look too bad. In fact, we could have actually done with him as well. Stuck at centre half. Dun, dun. Hack on every word you say. Don't turn us down for the extension that you didn't want. Right. Better than the rest. Sounds very Geordie. Better than the Reist. Oh yeah. I pronounced it badly. It's our final pre-season match of the season. So what we've done, if we look at our recruitment, where is it? Our transfer history. Okay, we've brought in Corey McKeown, who's come in as a winger. I mean, that's pretty good, right? He's brilliant. 450 quid for Corey McKeown is ridiculous. We're paying silly money for Joey Dawson, but he's a striker, right? And he looks like he's going to get us goals. He's very determined. He's got good leadership. He's got good work rate. Surely he's going to get us goals. Surely. Matty Virtue, he's picking up a big wage as well, but he's going to be our midfield magician. He's going to be pulling the strings, I suppose, really. Making sure that everyone just ticks over nicely. Mason O'Malley has gone and replaced Jimmer at fullback. And then we've just brought in Archie Baptiste to just do centre-half things. And you're right, there's now a chance that they're going to forget everything that they've learned. It's just going to go downhill very, very quickly, isn't it? I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. Ahmed Mahmoud. Now he played against us last year. 40 quid a week. Well, we're not going to try and. We don't want to pay anything, obviously. Okay, final pre-season match. Let's see what the team looks like, shall we? Gabby Large is looking handy. Let's bring John out for Aguiar. We've still got players we can sell, of course. Well, we hope, sorry. We've still got Adam Campbell, who we're trying to get rid of. We're still trying to get rid of Ben Brooks. We're still trying to get rid of Will Smith. No one's taken them in a minute. We need their wages off the books so that if we actually need to do anything last minute, there'll be some money there to do it. O'Malley down the line. There's McKeown. McKeown, who looks like a footballer. He looks like a footballer. I'm looking forward to seeing Baptiste just head things out the way as well. Pushing forward and stretching our defensive line, are they? Well, let's just go and score a goal, shall we? Great ball down the line. McKeown pulls it back. Oh, it's deflected in. Gabby Large. There we go. This feels unnatural. I mean, that's a big deflection, isn't it? That's like Florian Wirtz levels of deflection. Aguiar on the free kick. Oh, a little cheeky free kick routine. Aguiar off to the side of the bar. We're winning the league. We might be. We're either going to be unbeaten or this is going to be the most ridiculous fall from grace. I love Gabby Large. Tim, honestly, you have hit the chance all night tonight, my friend. I'm definitely thinking the result against Oldham was the one that changed it for me. You know, that's like a National League side. We came from a goal down to win 2-1. Granted, it was in pre-season, but a cup run to build the bank up as well. That would be all right, wouldn't it? All we need is to be able to just roll the dice on these three big name signings. Hope that they do what they need to do. If they don't, repeat it again next year. Let's get Aguiar off for... let's put Josh Carvalho on, actually. Let's have a little look at him and see how he gets on. Dawson I'm going to keep on because he actually needs to score a goal. Can be large, can be replaced by Ntambwe. And Keown can come off for Taylor Fountain. Repeat until fired or get a better job, yeah. Literally it, literally it. So 1-0 up against Leek. We can take this as the last pre-season game, can't we? Just don't anything silly. Don't get injuries. Don't do anything daft. Just get a win. That's what you need. And now everyone has to be a little bit concerned because that looks weird. I don't know about you, but that looks very, very weird. That's all green. Is green the new red? We've let 2 in. 1 in. 1. We only conceded 1 against Oldham. Everything else has been clean sheets. And that's before we've had Baptiste in. That is very, very weird. It's yeah, it feels odd, doesn't it? It feels odd. Let's try and offer him out again. And if he doesn't go out, then let's see if he can go. See if we can retrain him as a slightly more defensive player. TJ changed the colours in the update. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Losses are now green, and wins are now in red. 3 reds in your first 3 games, like easily. I will be surprised if we don't concede multiple goals early doors. Like, I'm expecting it. What's the season preview looking like? It wasn't looking good when we looked earlier on. 20th. So yeah, not great. No one's really buying that we're on the up, which, to be fair, I'm fine with. 50-1. Get your money on. He has to get a quid on it. Darth Liam's got his house on a down payment. Okay, let's see what we can do, because this is exciting. This is very, very exciting. And I don't know. Hall still stand. You be a clown by now. Oh, do we play the first league match of the season? I feel like we should, shouldn't we? I feel like we need to see what we're working with here. What does the board want? The board want us to not get relegated. But they want us to attempt to not get relegated. There's one clown around here and it's Brandon Hall. It's not Brandon Hall. Oh, is it me? Is it me, Tim? So I think it could be me. Okay, let's see what Oxford City have got in store for us, shall we? I'm a bit scared of clowns, to be honest. Lots of questions here about, like, you know, are we who do you think are getting relegated? Look for names we haven't seen. Let's go for St Albans City. St Albans City. Okay then, chat. Here we go. Gabby Large is making his debut. Gabby Large started the fire. This is very exciting now. This is very exciting. Jesse Nelson's a striker. He was always scoring, then it got boring. Okay, here we go then. Here we go, chat. Should we go with it? Gabby Large to start. Over and Tambwe. This is what your team looks like this season. This is your 2027-2028 Darlington FC. Cameron in goal. Contral, Thornton, Baptiste, O'Malley, Virtue, Lund, Large, Aguiar, McKeown, Dawson. That's what we've got. Would you all get angry if I gave Archie Baptiste the number 2 shirt? I'm getting a Large shirt this season. We didn't start the fire, he's lighting up the night. Gabriel Large on the rise, shining bright. Oh, what a sight. Verse 2, from the ground he built his name. Hard work, passion, fueled by the flame. Friends and family by his side. In his heart they take the ride. We didn't start a fire, can't start a fire without the spark. Gabriel Large is on fire and he's tearing Oxford City apart. Come on then. Let's have it. Extra large for me. Here we go then. Start of season 3. Oxford City versus Darlington. The new look Darlington side. Cameron Thornton, Archie Baptiste, Matty Virtue, Mason O'Malley. That's 3 new signings at the back. Corey McKeown on the wing. Gabby Large, the little Portuguese wonder kid we've got, making his league debut this season. Lund, Contral goes at right back. Aguiar and Joey Dawson up top. This is our chance to exact revenge. Revenge is a dish best served in a small pot with a wooden spoon or a wooden spork. Let's have it, shall we? Come on. Come on, Darlington. We've got sunshine. The sun's out for what we hope is going to be a fantastic performance. McKeown. No highlight. No highlight. It's the battle of the 4-2-3-1s. Here we go, Cameron. Looks around. Lund. Baptiste. O'Malley. McKeown. What a ball. Large, look at that little touch. Large. Aguiar. Oh. 7 minutes played. Darlington take the lead. Large, Virtue, Large inside to Aguiar. The move starts with McKeown swinging the ball cross field, and Large just kills it dead. What a piece of skill. TJ ball at its finest. Honestly, it's a sight to behold, isn't it? That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. McKeown thinking about getting his foot in. Oh, intercepted by O'Malley. Lund's covering back. That's what he wanted. He wanted the Lund to drop back into defence to cover. They're doing what we've told them to do. It's amazing. Where the light will find you, as while the walls come tumbling down. All that time spent on the tactics and they're actually doing it. I'm not crying, you are. I know, I'm so proud. I'm like a proud dad. I've got to go and watch my youngest in a school Christmas choir tomorrow morning, and I don't think I'm going to be as proud as I am of this team right now. Like, youngest James is going to have to sing pretty fucking good. Do you know what I mean? TJ and the Mad Scientist being successful in the same evening, there's definitely been a reality shift in the fabric of the universe. I think they've fixed the game. I think they've made it too easy now. Where's that dick from YouTube now? Yeah, get him back here. Come on. Baptiste, Lund. O'Malley, Lund. Oh, what about that for a pass? O'Malley, it's tapped in by Aguiar. It's 2-0. Existence of aliens to be revealed imminently. Absolutely. What a little 1-2 from O'Malley and Lund, though. Great ball back. Aguiar taps it in. He wants a hat-trick on the opening match of the season. You can stick your Brazilian under-21s up your arse. Absolutely. I noticed great defensive plays after the update. 3 hours played. The defenders actually putting tackles in. God, who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Probably not managing Man City to Premier League glory against all odds. I'm doing a Liverpool rebuild. This is going well. I'm concerned. O'Malley's on an 8. Baptiste on a 7.1. Gabby Large is on 7.2. Mildly concerning that Dawson's on a 6.6. Keown's now on a 6.5. I don't really understand how, because he's been quite involved in... Certainly involved in the first goal. Right, let's... I'll tell you what, let's... Pop Large over on the left-hand side. McKeown can be... actually, no, you know what? No, and Tambwe is he's got a lip on. So right, do you know what? And Tambwe's not coming on. Taylor Fountain's coming on instead. That's what we're gonna do. Taylor Fountain's coming on. If you've got a pet lip on, and Tambwe, then no, this is not for you. Not today. Did you say it's going well? I had to jump back in for my old FM job search. It is, Ian. I don't understand. We're 2-0 up. Golden Lund. We're not going down yet. We've started the save with a fight. As I say, 4-2-3-1. This doesn't feel natural. It feels unnatural. Now I know part of it is going to be the tactic, part of it is going to be the recruitment, but I can't have got both things right, surely. We've started the season with a win. Season 3, we look good. We look very good. It's a little bit scary, isn't it? We gave Oxford City a paste in there. We're third. It can only go downhill from here. Wow. Next stop, 2 wins in a row. Oh, hey now, musician. Don't go saying, oh, I'll get my hair cut after 2 wins, because, do you know what? Maybe. It might happen. Stranger things have happened at sea, haven't we? Pray for the electricity bills. I can never turn the PC off now. I can't. This feels weird. This feels very, very weird. I'm going to have to turn it off just in case. Well, I've got to go to bed. So that's one thing we're going to do. Let's leave it at that, shall we? For now. Let's go and see Ank, because Ank's on. But that is, look, that is great. That is great. Let's make sure we save it first. Okay? Saved. A victory. A victory. Do you remember those? We used to have them back in the day. Right, let's go and hang out on Ank's stream. They are 3 followers away from 500. Go make sure you follow them. Okay, they are the co-host of the WFM Show podcast. Make sure you go and drop that a follow as well. Appreciate you all. See you all on Wednesday. Take care, folks. Have a good one. We did a win.